Well, Justin, a very impressive finish, I guess, in many respects, but how do you explain the poor start?
I'd love to. It's extremely frustrating, no doubt, to start like that. 3 quarters of watching us get completely obliterated in contested possession and effort and tackling and all those key indicators, to somehow turn it around, plus 14 in the last quarter, contested possession. So...
What is that?
I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Every now and again, when you kick so far down, maybe people realise, oh, maybe we've got nothing to lose. Maybe it's a bit of that. Who knows? I'd love to get to the bottom of it because we haven't shown that yet. We've been pretty competitive in the pre-season, and that's probably as poor as we've gone. I guess the positive is a game like that last year would have lost by 100 points, given equal circumstances. So I guess that's to take something out of it, is that? Yeah.
So you're suggesting it's sort of a mindset?
Well, yeah, I mean, we look like we're in quicksand a little bit earlier. You can't, I mean, we've had 2 weeks off, so sometimes maybe it's the, round one big occasion. We haven't been in this situation often. I don't know. I have to ask the players. Who knows?
Rocky?
Look, I don't know, to be perfectly clear. I've heard sort of mixed reports at this point in time. I think he may have been taken to hospital just to double check whether he didn't puncture a lung or anything like that, but I haven't been sort of got the final result on that one, but it's probably looking more of a no more than a yes in the short term.
What was your reaction when you saw him when he was down on the ground for a good minute or so?
Oh, well, he doesn't go down, Tom, for no reason, so I knew it had to be something bad. We had actually 2 down at the same time, so going from one to the other. So
seemed to be half a turning point, though, Leper, just allowed other players in to back themselves a bit more, and obviously the situation in the Euro as well. Yeah, we did, and we had to sort of... in the last quarter, we probably played the conditions a bit better and got the ball forward a bit more and won some contests. I mean, it was as simple as that, really. I can't mention it enough, but, we're minus 24 in contested possession in the first 3 quarters, and to win it in the 14 in the last quarter... the game can be complicated sometimes, and sometimes it can be simple, and it's a bit simple this one. I think is the answer to this one. What did you say on the 3/4 time?
Oh, it's what I said to him at half time. That didn't work. What I said at quarter time didn't work, so what does it matter? Realistically, I mean, sometimes when players are in a state, they've got to be able to regroup mentally. I mean, you can talk to a player, doesn't mean they're listening. I mean, you got to be able to, in these moments, be able to sort of be composed, take what's coming, and be able to deliver. And we didn't do that. We failed for most of the game. So it's good lessons. We'll go through like every team does. We'll go through the tape, show the evidence, and go forth. And there'll be players disappointed, and other players that did some good things like every week.
Conditions were a bit tricky, obviously, but some of the areas such as dropping some of the basic marks when you had space, whatever, obviously.
And that sort of stuff can be cancerous throughout a team, can't it? One bloke drops a mark and the next one does, and the third bloke then realises that, geez, I better mark this one because the last 3 blokes have dropped theirs. And a bit like goal kicking the same, you miss a couple early, the third bloke's got more pressure on him. So those sorts of things can be contagious throughout a team, and we had a lot of that tonight. And that's ball handling, that's lots of training, it's being up and about. So we'll have to train that stuff too.
The big power forwards, they're a concern for you with your back line?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think they had 9 shots with their keys and we only had 3. So that was obviously always going to be a talking point. And but I thought our backs they were under the pump. I mean, I think the inside 50 differential was crazy. And I don't even have it with me. So I thought they battled manfully under a fair bit of weight. As mentioned earlier, last year we would have leaked goals and lost that by 100 by then. So that's something to come out of it as a pretty young, inexperienced defence that haven't played a lot together.
Comment on the new players? Robinson, obviously.
Yeah. Mitch, everyone was good in patches at best. I thought Clay Beams was probably one of our better players. He was probably the most consistent for the night. And then, and Dane was pretty good and consistently. And then there were some cameos from Rich and others, but that's about it, cameos. We've got to get the cameos out of our game and start to bring in a little bit more consistency.
There's been a lot of talk about your quality of your midfield over the pre-season. Do you think they maybe read their own hype a little bit? That was the area you compete with?
Well, I hope not. Yeah, it was a little bit of that, a little bit of inside stuff. It was actually a little bit of the ability to get forward and pressure up the opposition as well. Actually, front half turnovers are a real issue for us. We're actually normally pretty good at that, but they got out and cleared it pretty easily because sometimes it's winning the first one, but it's getting in there to win the second one, and I don't think we did that very well either. So, a bit of legs, a bit of concentration, things like that. So, all things we can review, tidy up, and hopefully the boys come out motivated next week against North. That's all we can do.
How hard's it going to be without Rocky, considering he was one of your best, 3 quarters when heads were down?
We actually did better when he went off, as was mentioned. So, who knows? Maybe he's not that good a player. But no, I'm joking. Everyone knows that. He's a gun player. We'll miss him, of course. It's going to test our leadership as much as anything as well, because he's the best talker of our group, the best organiser of our group. It's going to be left to a few others to fill the void there. Thank you.